do a code with C or C++. No language barrier. Okay, no language barrier is there. Is it clear? Uh, Whatever you language you are feel comfortable, you can do it. Okay, but logic will be same. We can discuss about the first program like TikTok. We already play from the childhood game. From the since from childhood, we can play same the game TikTok. So if you're writing in C and C++, we have to create too many functions like a board function you're creating, printing function you're creating a like a printing function, cross marking functions, then conditions comparison we can follow that one. I think if you know the Python, then I think this code is very easy to write. If you know the Python, okay, so you can use any language. So I'm going to discuss about the TikTok, the conditions, what we can know. So actually, in my BTech career, I can go for the C programming and C++. So whatever I have knowledge relating to the C and C++, then I can discuss. If you want to convert the same code in the Python or Java, then go for it. I think Java that is too much easy because some functions has already created. We can use that one directly. Okay. So wait. Uh, okay, this board is visible to you, na? Yeah, this is visible. Okay. So I'm going to write. So first we discuss what we have to do in the TikTok. Now, just we are creating 3 by 3 cross matrix. Okay, just we are creating 3 by 3 cross matrix like this one. Okay, and if and here you are taking a player 1 and player 2. So we can take a human and computer, same like it is, and player 1 and player 2. Then we can print like this one. So someone printing like this one, then this one, then this one. This will be the winner. Okay. So if horizontal, then diagonal, and the vertical. If you match 3 cross, then we can go for the winner. Okay. Otherwise, we go for the loser. So that is the strategy. So for a strategy, how can develop this game? So we can draw like we can use here 2D array, 2D array or 1D array. It is possible. So sometimes some people are using 2D array, sometimes some people are using 1D array. If you're writing a C programming, then 1D array is enough. If you're writing a C++ code, then you can use 2D array for loop and using like that one. Okay. So we have to mark this column and row like a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this way we can mark all the things. And suppose player 1 enter like 2, so it will be put this position like this one. Suppose someone enter 5, then it will put like this one cross in that place. Suppose can enter 8, so you can put like this one. Okay, suppose can enter 5, then it will put like this one, and it will be match this one, then it can be win. So this process we can follow. So we for that purpose we are creating the character, and we are putting the same name. Suppose I'm taking the T and the size, whatever you want to write, and here we can put 0, comma 1, comma 2, comma 3, like so on, up to 9 or 8. Okay, so for filling this one, so I can define a character array to enter this number. So for this one, after this we have to enter the player choice 1, player choice 2, and we can comparison. We can create a one condition like if player is equal to suppose is player modulo operator 2, we can use a ternary operator that is easy 1 as it is 2. Suppose this is the true, then follow one chance. If this is the false, then chance will be second player. Okay. So we can create this logic. Player modulo operator 2. If you are getting 1, then this one. If you are not getting, then this one. True for 1 and false for 2. Okay. Then we can enter a one choice. Then we can mark equal to. So I can like player equal to 1. Suppose player equal to 1. Then print X. Otherwise print 0. If mark, how can print the mark? If player value equal to 1, okay, then it will be print this one, otherwise mark 0. Okay, so I can define the first pair will be marks cross and second pair will be marks 0. Okay, then we can enter if choice equal to 1. So if you're using the if else conditions, I think it will be large. If I am going to write if choice, so I can write a C for the choice equal to 1 and here I'm using the logical and a square. So I can square bracket, that means I'm using like this one. I'm using this one T, this of T equal to 1. Okay, equal to 1. This will be marked like this one. So we can mark T position 1 equal to mark. Okay, so whatever, suppose someone enter choice 1 and that square value, so this one like this one, understand, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 9. Suppose someone enter 1 choice 1. Okay, someone enter choice 1. Okay, and T square 1. So suppose position number 0 1. So this one is a 1 true, so it will be marked like X. So it will be marked like here like X. Similarly, for else, if you are using the else if ladder, if choice equal to 2, square 2, then mark square. Same process. Up to 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Otherwise, else invalid. Okay. So this way we can follow. Here we can use, here you can create a function like a return type. So we are using 1. If I return 1, that means your game status will be result 1, that is game is over. If you -1, your status return -1, that means your game in progress. If you are getting a 0, then game is over and no result. Okay, we are going to use this status flag. Okay, so this one for the mark, I can create a mark for 1. After this, I can create a one while loop where where we can check this is the win or draw or lose. Okay, so I can create a one function like while I equal to -1, then we can go for the board function, and if I equal to 1, then go for the player. Okay, then else game is draw, then get CS and return 0. Okay, so one function I'm creating, I think it will take too much time, all the things we have to do. So here I can writing a win function. So I can create a win because I can creating the integer type function, because here enter 1 2 like this one, enter win function, and inside that I am going to write if whatever I am taking t value of square 1 is equal to t value of 2, and now here I'm making t value of 2 equal to t value of 3, then return 1. Okay, so we can match like this one. Suppose this is a 1 2 3. Now this value is matched with this value is matched with this value, that means the win situation. So for this purpose I am writing this code using this function. Okay, t value is equal to 2, then 2 equal to 3, then automatically. So this will be the transitive relation I'm using. Okay, transitive relation TR. For this purpose, this is win. Then again 4 5, then 5 6, then 7 8 8 9, then 1 4 4 7 2 5. So how can make this decision like this one? one time horizontal, then one time perpendicular, sorry, vertical, and one time we go for the diagonal. For all these cases, we can write for this Venn situation. Okay, a square equal to 8 like this one, and otherwise return minus. In last, if all are not equal, then also we can write if this situation is not valid, then how can the situation? So in else if, we can write also if t of 1, the position of t of not equal to 1, this character value, and again t of t, again I'm writing not equal to 2, then again t of 3 not equal to 3, all this type, then we can go for the return 0 else minus 1. Okay, that means game in progress. Okay, so this is for the code for the, this is one code for the winning situation. Okay, now suppose if you want to print all the things, then we can use here we can use percentage C, because we are using the character as a character, so we can use the format specifier percentage C. After this, how to print all the things, like if you want to print like this one, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 8, sorry 7 8 like this one, then how can write all the things? So for this purpose we are going to write, I am going to write printf statement inside that one, percentage C, percentage C. Okay, then we can put like this one, it will gives like percentage C and ampersand. So this one for the t of 1, comma t of 2, comma t of 3, like this one. Okay, then after this, if you want to write this one, so again printf statement for this line, we can go for this one, then this one, then this one, and for the next line, then again 4 5 6, then again same line repeated, then 7 8 9, then again same line repeated. So it will be print like this one, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, like this one. It will be printed like this one for the printing the value. Okay, but I don't know how to write in a Python because I don't know the Python. Okay, so this is the, I think C, it will be, program may be lengthy but may be understandable. Okay, can you explain? Okay, okay, I can explain again. Okay, so actually I didn't see the message. Okay, now see, I'm going to explain again. Yeah, yeah, from condition, yes, yes, I'm going to write. Now see, look, suppose I want to give the chance to player, which player we have to go for the first and second. For this purpose we have to write a one code. So one code, what we are writing in the main function, inside the main function, so we can go for the do. So I'm not using while loop because while loop just check for the condition. So I can go for the do without checking condition, perform this one, then we can go for the condition. Inside that one, I'm going to write one condition. Player is equal to, if player value modulo operator 2, okay, and these are using the ternary operator. Okay, that means if player value is equal to 1, that means this is the true, this is representing true, this is the representing false. So that gives the player chance. Okay, if player 1 chance will be go for, your player 2 chance will be go. Okay, and here I can creating a one function, board function, where we can perform the board value. Okay, one can create the board function where we can perform the board task. Okay, then after printf percentage the player number, then we can go for the percentage choice. Okay, now here I am going to suppose player 1 is win. Okay, then how it will be marked? So I am going to write mark is equal to player value is equal to 1, then mark x, otherwise mark 0. Like again I'm using ternary operator. Okay, now this is clear which player is the chance and how it will be going to be marked. If true, this is the mark. If false, this is the mark. Okay, now I am going to check where to mark. Okay, how to mark inside main function. So all the things we are going to write in the do while. Sorry, do while. Okay, so so I'm going to write again. I'm going to write if. So if choice is equal to, suppose I'm writing choice is equal to 1 and square bracket or t bracket is equal to 1, value 1 equal to value 1, then t square bracket you should be mark. You should be mark. Now what is the line discipline? This line will explain like this one. Understand this line. So suppose this line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now see. So this line writing file, if choice is 1, I'm getting, and t value, this square t value, this is representing as a t. Okay, not of this one. This is a representing a t. Suppose I am putting 10, so I am writing like this one. So equal to, then we go for the mark. Suppose it equal to 1, so it will be marked like this one. So it will be marked like this. Okay, so for this purpose. Similarly, we can follow for the else if condition. Nested if else. Again, choice is equal to 2 and a square, this one, so t bracket is equal to 2, then again t2 mark. Whatever we mark, like 0, like cross, whatever. Okay, so it will be marked up to 9. And otherwise else we can go for the invalid move. Then this is the player, suppose this is the player 1, so player 2 will be decremented. How many player? So player 2, so I can enter 2 players, so it will be player minus minus, automatically incremented to the player 2. Suppose player 1 will be playing, automatically go for the player 2, so I am writing player minus minus. Okay, then after that I have to write a one condition for the check win. Okay, where we can win. Okay, so for this purpose I am going to write a one code. If player 1, how to the win, so I can create a one variable, so all the things are declared inside the int main, int I or whatever. I equal to win, I am creating one function. Okay, and we can go for the player plus plus. Okay, which player is going to win, we can go for the increment the player plus plus. And I'm writing here while I value is equal to minus 1. That means why I'm using minus 1? Because minus 1 indicate that player game in progress. If is equal to -1, then again go for the board function. Okay, again perform all the board function. Okay, whatever the inside the board function, again perform the board function. Okay, so we are creating this, all the things are writing like this, all the things are writing like a board function. Okay, this all the things are writing in the board function. Again we can perform all the tasks again starting from that one. Okay, if equal to, then that means in this situation. Okay, and if I is equal to 1, then printf statement which player is win, else game is draw. Okay, and I'm going to write a win situation. So for this one, I'm going to write this one, win function. So win function return type integer. It will be returning some type, some value, so it can be return type. So inside that one, I am going to write if. Now see, I am going to comparison the square value. Now see, this is the one. So square 1 is equal to 2, square 2 is equal to 3, then return 1. That means win. Else if again square 4 is equal to 5, if square 5 is equal to square 6, then return 1. If square 7 is equal to 8, then 8 is equal to 9. This is the one situation. Now understand, now here we can again write, this is a 1, this is the 4, this is a 7, this is a 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 9. So here again we can go for this line, again go for the this line, again go for the this line. And the third line we can write again. So 1, 5, 6, 3, 7. So again we can compare this one and this one. That means 1, 2, 3 condition for the win situation we have to write. This square is equal to this square is equal to this square. This square is equal to this square is equal to this square. This bracket. Okay, and all the things for instant. And again after writing, suppose this situation is not possible, then we go for the else if return -1 or else return -1. It will return like this one. Then after that we have to print the board. Whatever you're writing the board, we can print this printf like all the statements. So this way we can write in a C. In C++, we can go for the for loop. So we can take a 2D array, then it is easy. If you're writing the Java, then some functions we can use directly. In the Python, I think, I don't know Python, how can write this code. So anyone can tell me how many people know the Python? How many people know the Python? Mira, but I think you guys are studying machine learning. Na? Nishil and Mira, I think you study already machine learning. So machine learning basically belongs to the Python programming. Now see, let's see. These codes are okay. These AI codes are okay. But if you want to get a good package, then we have to command on the machine learning and C++ code. Okay, because TikTok code is not going to be asked, but they were going to be. Okay, so machine learning paper you already studies or not? Like a third semester, fourth semester, fifth semester? Like fifth semester you not? No. Not possible, because nowadays machine learning is studied in fifth semester, everyone, because scenario will be changed. In my time, I did not study the machine learning, but I studied the AI. Okay, but I think nowadays the students are learning machine learning. Okay, so don't worry. Python codes are very easy comparison to the C and C++. Okay, so Python basically used for the machine learning and AI and robotics programming, and for the placement purpose we go for the C++. That is the best way. Your logic will become strong, more strong. Okay, so this code you can try. If you go for the C programming, then it is a very lengthy code. Okay, and if you go for the C++, little bit short. If you go for the Java, then short, and you go for the Python, then very short. Okay, because Python we need not to define too many things. We just to directly use it. Okay, in Python the syntax is very less comparison to the C programming and C++. Because in AI programming the codes are very big. Okay, like 8 purges problem, water jug problem we are going to discuss. Then same water problem with DFS, uninformed search. Okay, and NQ problem. These things are heuristic functions. We are going to use A star algorithm. Whatever we study, like DFS, BFS, then A star, AOS star. Okay, these things are going to do a programming. Then traveling salesman problem, we are going to do all the things of programming. Then we can go for the Prolog programming also. Okay, the Prolog programming we are going to discuss also. Okay, Vivek is present. So for this lab, only 24 students are present, not all. They all are divided into the group. Okay, okay, okay. So different groups are there in different days. Yeah, it's batch C. So try once your tick tock toe problem. If you are getting any problem, then tell me. Now see what we have to do. Just we think like we have to create a one array, and we can take a character type where we have to put 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So I can take 10. Suppose you are writing from 9, so we can go for 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, we can go for the 8. Then we have to write a choice, like using the conditional operator, logical and ternary operator. We can apply all the thing concept, like a conditional or all the things. Okay, we can print all the things. Basically what we have to going to do, in AI problem we are going to use the concept of 2D array. Most of the time we are going to use the concept of matrix. So you should clear about the matrix concept, you should clear about the 2D and 1D array, then that is a very easy to use. Otherwise it's very difficult to understand and very difficult to write a code. Okay, so my advice is go through the matrix programming and go through the like a matrix multiplications and additions, then go for how to write, use the 2D array and 1D array, all the things you can go and use it. Okay, then very easy to write this code. And for the my class there is no code barrier, language barrier, sorry. Whatever you interested, whatever you comfortable in which language, you can go for it. Okay, because all the language syntax is different, but code language is same. Sorry, logic will be same, all the same. Okay, little bit different, but easy to understand and visualize all the things. Okay, so all are selected project. Batch C, you all are select selected project, which domain we are going to work. Okay, so Meera and Parth, Harsh, which domain we are going to do? Yeah, which domain? Python with ML, cloud computing. Yeah, correct. Yeah, so these are the new PHP, Harsh. Yeah, PHP. Okay. Okay, cyber security. That is also good. The cyber nowadays very in demanding. Okay, so if you have a basic knowledge about the cyber security, all the things like if you are thinking that you are self capable enough, then I can help you regarding the internship. Okay, uh, some of the my friends are working in some cyber security company. Like I think this one. Wait. Wait. I can show you. Okay, which company? Nishil. Okay, this one. My friend working in this company, World Informatics Cyber Security. Okay, so basically this is company we are from the IIT Kharagpur alumni. So they will provide the internship in the April and June. I think in the March and April, and they provide this stipend 25,000 per month. If your performance is very good, they can hire with the package of 6.5 lakhs per annum, the basic initial package. But your should basic should be clear. Okay, so basically this company we are going to do. I think this is not visible. Is this is visible? This site? Okay. Now this company. Okay. What you asking? Okay, anti-phishing center. Okay, so you can try here also internship. I think basically in March and April they will opening for that one. Okay, so this company they will hire you. So most of the thing they will asking they already available on the internet and YouTube. You can learn and then apply for the internship even if job. as a fresher. Okay, this one is the company. We can go for that one. Okay, look, if you want to build up a career in a cyber security, then we can go for the different type of level of the certification courses. If you have a different type of certification courses, then your chances will be increases to get selected in this company. Not in this company, any company. Okay, your automatically chance will be increases. So go for that one if you want to become a cybersecurity engineer. Then I think after 5 to 10 years working in this industry, then you can start your own startup, like auditing. We can go for the different organizations and then tell me we can go for the audit, like a security audit. Then you can take for this one is the best, this one is the not a best, which level we have to security required, all the things. Now see this Bangladesh, all the things are, they provide the services in US and Bangladesh. All is a client. And basically what is the benefit of the cyber security? We have to work from the offsourcing all the time. Okay. So these things are available for the cyber security, like ML and AI. Now cyber security is also on the boom, so you can choose. Otherwise, you can go for the own business.